Well, welcome to an after show, everybody, where we don't take this kind of
our soon-to-be 51st state, Canada,
shit lightly.
Oh, my head's spinning. I wish I had slippers and a pipe.
I was put me up. I that intro where I had to do the whole thing where she's like, Democrats were so disrespectful during the speech. What she was actually going on about, I cut it up, of course, right? But she was going on about the fact that the Democrats didn't stand up because they were using a young boy's cancer as a way to show Trump is a good leader and a few things like that. No, they shouldn't have done that. That's called exploitation. And it was done on purpose. You don't do things like that during the speech. You know, it was ridiculous, you know.
Not to mention that's probably the worst example of a DEI hire I've seen in ages.
Yeah. But that whole thing with the kid, you know, and they made him an FBI, CIA or whatever thing and whatnot. I think that would have been a way better moment to do in the Oval Office, blah, blah, yada, yada, and really make it cool. Not just, you know, put them up in the nosebleed seats and shout them out for 2 minutes while you're patting yourself on the back.
Yeah, I know. It's very, very, very strange. I mean, the whole thing, everybody's talking about the length of that speech was just like way longer than anybody else's. And just like full of just shit and pats on the back and saying, just utter gibberish. Gibberish. It's funny because I watched FDR's famous one, 1941, last night, and it's like, wow, the difference is incredible. You know, an inspiring speech to make a nation rise up against the tyranny in Europe and turn a country, you know, and explain why America is helping their allies in Europe. It was superb. And you think, Jesus Christ! A couple of days ago, I listened to that shit from Trump.
I know.
That's unbelievable.
I know.
Unbelievable.
And then he points out, you know, there's nothing I can do to make these people applaud for me, you know.
And then made up a load of shit things. Oh, if I combated a virus, wait, no, you won't, because you know, you got that stupid idiot in charge of medicine who's against vaccines. No, or you know, if aliens invaded and I, you know, on the White House lawn and I kicked them out, they wouldn't applaud. If I fended off Godzilla from New York, they wouldn't applaud me. If I did a life-saving
and I didn't learn nothing.
If I sail single-handedly around the Atlantic, they wouldn't clap me.
Exactly.
Yeah. I tell you what, there's one way they would clap and applaud you, Trump. If there's one thing you did, resign.
Exactly. Yeah, you want to make a Democrat happy, motherfucker? Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Just put a gun in his mouth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Turn the back of your head into some kind of weird Picasso looking painting, right? Yeah.
Hey, talking of which, we'll be talking about paintings in a bit, but yeah, move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, that just utter moron.
Yeah.
Interesting thing I heard though, this whole shit about the tariffs and the stock market crashes and it starts to recover again. Interesting thing I saw someone say that so what do you do if you can control the stock market? What you do is you crash it, then you buy shitloads of shares while the share prices are low, and then as the market recovers, you just made billions and billions and billions of dollars.
Henry Ford did this exact thing way back in the day when the Model T was still on sale, right? He had some people that were investors in the Ford Motor Company. He didn't like that. So he appointed Edsel, his son, as the new president of the Ford Motor Company, CEO or whatever. And the stocks tanked in the company because everybody's like, who's the kid? Like, what? This is ridiculous. And what did Mr. Henry Ford, the original Henry Ford, did? He ran around and bought all the stocks super cheap and then left his son in charge as a puppet and bossed him around like a bitch for a whole whack of years. It was a brutal story.
Yeah. By the way, in the chat, we have a question from Matty Matt, and he says, can you explain to me why we have both after shows and pub chats on both channels? Just wondering. Would you care to explain, Mr. Dawson?
Well, sure. You see, we're switching all of our general hangout stuff like this from the old main channel, which is basically a Ukraine-focused channel now at TheShills, over to this one at TheShills Live. But not all of you have caught on to that fact yet. So we put the show up for 10 minutes on the old channel so that everybody can catch on that we're doing a hangout. And then we get everybody to come over to the new channel at TheShills Live, where this show is really going to be. And we end the stream on the old channel at TheShills after the 10 minutes.
Yeah, so we got 16 viewers currently over there on that other channel. So that's reminded to you lot. So when this will end very, very shortly. There'll be a redirect. There's a link in the pinned comment. PJ's sending the link in the chat, so no excuses. But every time we do this, we still manage to pick up a few people who have got lost along the way.
Yeah. Not lost in love, but lost in the shuffle.
No, they don't love us.
Wasn't that an Air Supply song, Lost in Love or something?
I don't know.
That's what everybody says when you bring up Air Supply, because you're not allowed to admit that you like the band. But if you're old enough, you always sing along when you hear them. That's how it works. Right? They're like Journey or Chicago or, those type of bands, right?
Yeah. Radio bands.
Yeah. They're on the radio stations where you find Sting.
Doing what? What's he doing on the radio?
What's Sting doing on the radio?
Yeah. He's usually recording a song with a bunch of high-priced musicians from other countries, so he looks like he's a worldly musician.
Yeah. He's all right.
Yeah, but that's called cultural appropriation. I'm just kidding.
No, come on. He's from the northeast in the UK. Everything is cultural appropriation for them because they've got no culture.
Well, I think the culture he appropriated was being a Brummie, but he got over it, right?
Is he from Brummie? Is he from?
Oh, I'm not sure. I just, yeah.
Oh, I thought he was from the northeast.
Yeah. He hides the accent well.
Oh, he went to posh school.
He was funny on Only Murders in the Building as a guest star there. That was hilarious. just standing there getting irate because there's a dog in the elevator. Yeah. What's funny is I don't think Sting realized he was playing the role of somebody who's being a bit of a rich git. I think they just said, be yourself. It's fine.
Yeah. Do I need to do any acting? No. Just read these lines.
Yeah. From what we understand from your old bandmates, just be yourself.
I actually should never actually check the credits for that Only Murders episode, because he's probably got a writing credit on it and he's getting all the all the
executive producer and
nobody made any money on that show apart from Sting.
Yeah. But in the one scene where he pulls out the guitar and he's like songwriting's hard. That was fucking awesome. That was funny, man. Yeah. He was making fun of himself there, and he did a great job. It was good. Yeah.
Maybe we should get him on as a guest. Yeah. If you're watching Sting, just hit us in the DMs. We'll send you a link. And,
I asked. Yeah. I'm still saving up the 50,000 pounds for the first 15 minutes. After that, you have to deposit more to keep the call going. It's like long distance from a payphone,
You have to tap into his OnlyFans account or something.
Yeah. Even then, he reserves all rights, and
Is the only OnlyFans channel where he sits there with all his clothes on. He says, "Hang on, I'll just get me guitar out."
Yeah. Hey, we got to say welcome to some folks that are over from Mercados. Welcome, everybody.
Oh, hello, everybody from Mercado.
Yeah. Yeah,
doing it?
Yeah.
Do you need a link to Mercado's channel?
Are you that desperate because his show is ended that you ended up here? Oh, there we go. That's right. So that means for you people on the main channel at TheShills, your days are numbered, or your hours, minutes.
We're talking to you, Salt of the Red Earth, Adam Rounds, and Michelle Ma. Was that? I can't read. What's that say? Das Pust. Yeah, get yourself over here.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think we have the link in the description. The link is in the live chat, and there will be a redirect when the stream ends, so you can get over here. That's three options.
Yes, or just none of them, or none of the above.
Yeah. Or you can just bugger off and do something else, right? You probably should have anyway, right?
Yeah, great advertising there, Dick. Right, we're going to end the stream.
All right, hit a button. Yeah, kill
4, 3, 2. I can't be bothered.
Woo! They're gone. Now we can talk about them behind their backs.
Yeah, only for a couple of minutes until they find the link.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah. So here, and I'll stop the other broadcast as well. There we go. All right.
Yeah. So welcome back, everybody.
Welcome to your nightmare. I think you're gonna like it.
Right, I can close that window now.
All right.
Get rid of that. Okay.
So
now it's just you and me again.
Yeah, well, there was a thing I wanted to get to earlier in the show, but we didn't get to. We were trying to speed up the articles and delivery today because we're trying to get to more stories. But we do set a time limit on the show to make it consumable, shall we say. And I didn't get to it, but European leaders have really jumped into action with Trump going all, oh, no, I have to do this alone. Like, does he think this is a remake of an adventure movie from the 80s? Like, does he see himself as Willow in this? And,
yeah, lone wolf.
Yeah. I guess he's behaving more like a Mad Mardigan, but,
He's acting more like a Dirty Harry.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't even say. I'm surprised he didn't say to Zelensky, "Do you feel lucky, punk?" Like, that was so. I still can't get over that whole thing in the Oval Office. If anybody tells me that Zelensky was disrespectful and earned the treatment that he got, all I do is peer through their eyes so I can see MAGA stamped on the back of their skull, you know?
Yeah, you ask me, he wasn't disrespectful enough. I wouldn't have given those twits an ounce of respect. You know what, Trump and JD, you know about respect? It's fucking earned. You moron.
You suck.
Let me play that for you just one more time because oh God, does that go down well? It's like fine wine after a really fat blunt.
You suck.
If only. If only. Oh yeah. Anybody who wants that copy with the sound effects added, we will drop it in the Discord after the show. So make sure you're in our Discord and I'll make sure you all have it so you can pass it around and have a little bit of fun.
It's also available on the merch store.
It should be actually
on a moving t-shirt. A t-shirt with a GIF on it.
No, you remember that game with the two Rock'em Sock'em robots? Remember that?
Yeah,
we should redo that, but one has Zelensky and one has Trump. And whoever plays Trump, you're not allowed to win. That's just how it works, right?
No, we'll cut the cables.
Just stand there as a bunch of it's not working.
Yeah, it's Rock'em Sock'em, but it's only a one-player game.
Yeah. We got some requests. I'll hit it again.
You suck.
It's just one of the UTV and Ham. I remember Rock'em Sock'em. You got to be talking about Don Cherry's hockey videos, right? Absolutely. Those were some good shit back in the day. Love that.
Oh, dear.
Oh yeah. So, but yeah, the EU leaders have totally banded together. Emergency get together there, a little meeting, probably a few drinks and whatnot. And there's a growing conviction that they now have to pretty much fend for themselves because the U.S. has now vacated its position as one of the leaders of democracy and freedom since the close of World War II and the start of all this getting together and whatnot. They've done a thing where they're letting people raise spending on armament. They're encouraging other people. Their executive branch of the EU estimates around 650 billion euros could be freed up here real soon to get some spending going. This is a really big deal. And it long term will really suck for America when they're no longer needed to even be included in the discussion. It's like, oh, you guys want to come back to the table? Yeah, no, we've covered that already. Trump has so short-sighted. His transactional approach to world leadership is everything that world leadership should not be about. Unbelievable.
The sad thing is, we know that Europe can actually do stand up pretty well by themselves, but they also do realize they do still need America a little bit, which is the unfortunate truth. So how they deal with that in the future, it'll be interesting.
Yeah. I like the idea. I hope in the near future that an organization like the European Union could maybe get a name change and some other people can get in and whatnot and put some pressure back on people. You want to be in the collective good. It is not the position that you want to be in to be the outsider. I mean, go back to the history of the history lesson from Japan. Japan did that whole, we're closing ourselves off, we're locking ourselves down. And then one day the British showed up with these massive battleship-like things and whatnot and basically said, open to trade or we're just going to fucking blow you down. And no offense or anything, but and
Britannia rose the waves.
yeah. But and then instantly Japan had this thing. We have to catch up and overtake. They had this Japanese motto, and that was their thing, man.
Yeah. They suddenly shifted into gear.
Oh yeah, they realized how freaking far behind they were when these massive and you guys showed, and they were just like, "What the fuck is that?" Right?
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, you can't do this. You know.
One of the interesting things I've seen a lot of people saying from the American side when they're talking about Europe, kind of like, they're getting on a bit of a war footing and rearming, and they're talking about Germany. You don't really want Germany rearming, do you? Because you know what happened last time.
Yeah.
It's like, I think the world has moved on a little bit in Europe since then. I don't think Germany is rearming to like conquer the rest of the world.
That's like saying Ford Motor Company is going to bring out a new car and it'll probably conquer the world because, they made the Model T. It's not the same people, company. Like that's stupid, right?
Yeah, it's like saying, the French got nuclear weapons. You remember Napoleon?
Yeah, exactly, right? So stupid, man.
I know we have all our old, prejudices and stuff like that. And, and obviously I always play on those because they're always comedy value. Comedy gold.
Yeah.
But
especially to people who are mature enough to take it as a joke. Right.
Yeah.
But what we're saying here actually pertains to the modern situation, because you've got a situation where, France is not Napoleon France and so on and whatnot anymore. They've moved on and matured and grown. And, Canada isn't just a collection of colonizing conquerors that just kick the shit out of everybody who gets in their way anymore. That was a while ago, right? Same with America and so on. So why is it so strange for us to consider the fact that America is no longer we're going to lead the freedom and democracy charge? I mean, actually, right? I guess it was bound to happen. It's just, nothing like bell bottoms don't last forever, people, right?
Well, what interesting thing is if America, is no longer that kind of like, world police anymore, with their heavy military. I wonder if they're going to start making military cuts in the United States, because that would save them a few quid.
Wow.
They just start to,
Trump will announce
the Navy.
Yeah, Trump will announce we don't have to invest in our military anymore because Russia will protect us.
With all their lovely nuclear weapons pointed straight at us.
Yeah. All we need is WD-40 to unrust the tanks, and we'll be good, right? Yeah.
It's very confusing.
It is.
Especially with all the flip-flopping. I mean, even Trump is kind of like a bit flip-floppy over Ukraine. I keep hearing things that he might be going back on some of his stuff he's been saying. Taking away military intelligence and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He might be going back again on that. He might not. He might. It's just like I don't know. It's just like a merry-go-round inside his head.
Oh, yeah,
what's going on there?
But the whole thing about like aid and intelligence to Ukraine. Okay, look, you're trying to be a bully. You're trying to get an unfair deal on their natural resources, because the fact of the matter is a few of the high-tech leaders of the world have informed Trump that some of these rare earth minerals that other places have that the U.S. doesn't really have much of are drastically needed. And if he wants to do his whole bring manufacturing to America without a supply of these things, chip companies and it doesn't matter if TSMC is going to invest billions in chip making in America and stuff. Without that stuff, you ain't making shit, right? And I think his whole thing is very much based on this with Ukraine and with Canada. He's literally willing to let Ukrainians suffer just so that he can get a signature that is an unfair deal where he gets the majority, or he feels like it's him, even though it's America. It's him, right?
I think what Ukrainians should do is paint up and redecorate Chernobyl and just turn it into like a Trump Towers hotel and casino. And they go, there you go, Trump. It's all yours. You can move in anytime you want.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, the fact that you can see through your own hand when you're shaving is no big deal. It's just a radiation, buddy. You'll be fine. Don't worry. The world still sees you as orange. It's okay.
Just glowing a little bit.
Yeah, glowing like little Melania just walked into the room wearing something other than 5 layers. Well,
yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. So Melania, you actually had a child with the man. Hold on, I'll give you a moment to get sick. That's an interview with her, right?
Oh dear. Yeah. Was it a long pole? Did he just turn the condom inside out?
No, her answer would be, even though I knew it was a test tube, it was his goo in it, and I did not like it.
Yeah, he just got JD Vance to spit in a cunt.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry.
I keep trying to tell you, Scottish, British, blah blah, C word. No.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
Okay. I won't say Catholic again then. Sorry.
Yeah. Donald Trump will be the first person ever to lay in the hallway of the White House half drunk and start singing, "Sit on my face and tell me that you love me."
Well, that's what he does when he faces Congress each day.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
Yeah. Oh dear.
So, dear God, has anything else in the world happened besides Trump being an asshole to everybody he's supposed to be friends with?
There was stuff.
Did JD Vance get caught fucking a couch recently? Anything else we could go to?
There was news that came out about the Gene Hackman story and his wife. It's like investigations have been on that, and it just literally seems to have come down to like it was all just a matter of coincidences. His wife, Betsy, they think she died from Hunter's disease, which is basically a virus you pick up from rodents and stuff like that. That's what killed her. And Gene Hackman apparently died around about 5 days later with heart disease. He's got Alzheimer's.
So he just wandered around the house with his dead wife, not knowing what to do, and then died?
They literally don't know. They don't know if he knew. I mean, obviously he can't, but but if he's got serious Alzheimer's, probably just didn't even think about it. And I think the dog died because it just come back from the vets. It was ill anyway, so it might have just like passed. There's not been a lot of investigation on the dog. But
I bet everybody's a bit busy.
yeah. Check it out, Mr. Hackman and all that kind of stuff. But it just looks like it was always just like a whole string of strange circumstances, coincidences.
Wow,
but it all happened. That it's still strange, but
it's like an R-rated Adam Sandler movie. That's weird.
Oh dear. Yeah, just less funny.
Yeah.
Like all Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah, well, about the same amount of funny as his last 6 or 7. Right?
Oh, dear God. Oh, I might be working on his next one. Oh, God.
Chris Lundy in the chat says the dog died because it was locked in the crate in the bathroom closet. The bathroom closet? What?
It's a very, very strange place to keep the dog. But yeah, it was in its crate back from the vets. But yeah.
And it just... Nobody gave it any food. Oh, that's nasty, man. Wow. I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, they didn't talk too much about the dog on the thing I saw, but to be fair,
I know why now. Yeah,
rattling through it.
Yeah. I don't want to think about that happening. That's nasty.
Yeah, but yeah, such a strange thing. Oh, Elon Musk, quite like he gave another fireworks show the other night. Yeah, very kind of him.
Oh,
blow up his rocket.
Yeah, I think we have a photo of that. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, I got it. I had it in one of my many stories.
Yeah. That's what happens when ex-Boeing engineers build your rocket.
Yeah, it's not been going too well for old, Musk this week, has it?
No, not really.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry.
And
I'm sorry.
yeah, I mean, he during Trump's speech there, his State of the Union address, Musk tried to say something, but he couldn't be heard over the sound of Tesla's stock crashing in the background.
Or the cars on fire in France, burning all the lots down. I mean, it's so funny that all these demonstrations are outside all the Musk offices and garage forecourts and stuff like that. Oh, it just just hilarious.
Jeff Bezos there, the Amazon guy. You know why I think he's being supportive is because he's watching Musk's companies crash on the stock market going, I'm going to be number one again.
He'll probably buy him up. That'd be great.
Yeah.
He'll
This is Alan Sugar and Clive Sinclair all over again.
Yeah.
But I mean, Tesla's down 35% right now, man. Like a lot of Elon Musk's personal wealth is tied to his holdings in Tesla. That's got to have a hit. It just does. Yeah.
It's funny. So his whole personal wealth could be diminished to absolute nothing. What by nothing, I mean still tens of millions of pounds or dollars or whatever. He's worth 400 billion. So take him down. I've only got $1 billion left. Oh, poor him. Yeah, it all down to 10 million. 10 million. I can still live comfortably with 10 million in my pocket. It's just how much can you dig away at him?
$10 million. With $10 million, I could buy a small apartment building in the area where I live, and the income from that monthly alone, I would be a very happy individual. You know what I mean?
Dear God.
Yeah. Yeah. Get your kicks on Route 66. What's how many viewers we got live right now in studio? That's what came to my mind. Yeah.
Hello. Oh, no, 65. Just, you scared one away.
Oh, Jesus. Right.
Oh, he's back again.
Take hand from penis and put it on mouse.
What?
Oh, I just, if you don't move your mouse now and then, your operating system thinks that you're not paying attention and we lose a view, right?
I thought you were talking about transgenic mice again.
Hey, look at this. Hold on a second here. Let me get them on the show because you won't hear them until I do because we're in private audio mode here. Hold on a second.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it Sting? Hey, Sting.
Yeah, Sting. Where hold on a second here. I really wish these glasses were good enough that I could read with them. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. I was supposed to go in and get these replaced already, but it hasn't happened yet. And if I do this, a minute. I still have to yeah. I know I screwed that up. Here we go.
Do it again. I've just got one question for Sting. Do the Russians still love their children too?
There we go. Rudy's on the show with us. How's it going, Rudy?
So it's not Sting.
Yeah. No, Rudy just got off the train to nowhere, and he is halfway down the line. So, how's it going? What are you up to?
Oh, just got back home. So, what are you guys up to?
We're just hanging out, talking shop, talking shit, and literally left with jaws on floor, not knowing what to do.
Yeah. What are you guys referring to, though?
Well, Trump.
Everything is fuck.
I was saying, Rudy, that Trump is obviously pushing Ukraine Zelensky because he wants an over He wants a chunk of the mineral deal that's unfair, and he's literally dangling their sovereign right to exist over their head for it.
Absolutely. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's messed up. I mean, it's so aggravating to hear Trump claim that he cares about wanting to stop all the killing, yet he's making it almost impossible. He's just it's really messed up what's going on.
Yeah, man.
You know?
It's
So Trump is pathetic, man. That guy's a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, he laid it out like Mein Kampf and just fucking went for it too, right?
Yeah.
They should put that on his his campaign posters.
Right?
Yeah. They'll still vote for him. I'm a piece of shit. Vote for me.
Yeah.
I know what I'd put on his tombstone.
I'm gonna come.
God.
I know when he dies, they got to bury him face down with a little hole in the top, going straight to his arsehole, so the rest of America can fuck him back.
Right.
I
would definitely deserve it.
I want another funnel that leads to his mouth so I can pour myself some Kentucky bourbon and piss it right down his fucking throat.
Right? Yeah, that guy's something else. He is a piece of dirt for sure.
Oh. So yeah.
It's funny though, because it's like the amount of time I spend on YouTube now, right? Back in it wasn't too long ago, even during the fucking elections, I was watching all kinds of stuff on YouTube in your video shop. I seem to find myself just going from Trump video to Trump video to Trump video to Trump video to Trump video.
My main YouTube feed is screwed. It thinks all I do is watch Trump all day, right?
I know.
Yeah. You guys, I'm assuming you guys heard how they're cutting the intelligence, or they already cut the intelligence.
Yeah.
Sharing, and I mean they are making it. He is helping Putin. Like it's so messed up. It seemed like they were starting to lose a bunch of ground this week, but with all the cutting intelligence, the military aid, it's he's helping Putin. It's really fucked up, man.
Well, the funny thing is, we had a specialist from the British embassy that go into the White House searching for this American intelligence. They've been looking through the whole of the White House. They can't find it anywhere.
Yeah. There used to be intelligence there, but now with Trump's new appointees, it just can't be found.
Wait, we found this spoon, sir.
Yep.
Yeah. And can you imagine now? Imagine being a top spy for France, Britain, insert other country here, Canada, right? Trump is now taking away sharing with somebody that they've been supporting big time through this whole invasion of their sovereign territory, Ukraine. And they're also saying to the EU, hey, we'll be pulling troops out and stuff. We don't like the cut of your jib anymore and blah, blah, yada, yada. So is the international circuit going to play ball with the U.S. anymore? Because I think Trump is underestimating the importance of the entire intelligence community.
Yeah.
I think what you'll find is in the background, even if Trump doesn't even know it, because they are intelligence, and spies, so that they know about keeping things secret. I would imagine they are still communicating, the British and the French, they're still communicating with the American intelligence. And this whole thing is, you're not allowed to pass it on. Well, how do you not? It's like Chinese whispers. How do you not accidentally not pass on something you heard someone else? I heard a rumor in the pub the other night, Mr. Zelensky. I heard it from Barry down the pub. I'm sure intelligence is still creeping in somehow, because you can't like not share it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What do I know? I don't work for intelligence.
I don't think any of us do. But the good thing is
Well,
it
we
seems
wouldn't say it online, would we?
right. But the good thing is it seems like France is trying to pick up the slack at least as much as they can. So it's nice to know that at least if Trump and his administration are going to be pieces of shit, that other countries aren't abandoning them. So
what was the situation with the Starlink over Ukraine? Is that still running, or
that's just? I mean, it seems like they're trying to use it as another.
It is. It's another heavy-handed bully ploy, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's fucked up. It's there's no other way to put it.
Yeah, but it's funny. It's funny though that when Starlink, kicked off, and we thought, this is brilliant. The whole world gets internet, and everybody's happy. We not on our Nelly did we think that would become that's a political leverage now. Yeah. We just thought that was just Elon Musk is doing this great thing for the world. We would never have thought back in the day that this is dangerous. We need to make sure that there are options to Starlink for other countries. We'd have never thought that.
I think it's woken up quite a few people to the fact that, especially as it pertains to people in need of connection, and Starlink being an easy one, if a little bit expensive, because you're in an area without like cabling and fiber and blah, blah. It seemed like a great idea in the beginning, but wow, who wants to have to suss out the policies and politics of the owner of a company just because you want to get an internet connection?
Yeah. Well, I remember us doing news stories about other companies and other startups and other, just other people putting out their own kind of like version of Starlink and satellite communication for the internet. And it was always like, on the back of your mind, well, why do it? Why do you need to replicate it? Why do you need another? This is why.
Yeah.
This is why you need like
exactly
multiple versions of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like how Doug Ford, the premier of Ontario in Canada, was like, oh, yeah, Musk, this $100 million contract, torn up and stuff. Clean up your ass, bitch.
Yeah, Doug Ford, that guy's a badass. That guy is not, he's not putting up with Trump shit. No. And that's all. I wish more other, leaders and shit all over the world would be as tough on Trump as he is being.
Yeah.
Doug Ford is a shit.
Oh, yeah. Doug Ford's brother, Rob Ford, who was the mayor of Toronto, actually used to hang out smoking crack with people. So I like Doug's attitude and stuff, but I hope that apple fell further from the base of the tree than the other one did in the long term, because Doug Ford is using this whole situation. He keeps saying people of Ontario and the people of Canada. He's totally platforming for a go at Canada's prime ministership right now. Absolutely. He's doing it.
Yeah.
There's another one that's really tickling my little fancy at the minute. Is it she? I don't know what she does.
Oh, our
representative, but Jasmine Crockett, that real spunky black woman.
Yeah.
She's all glammed up and she's speaking like it's
Is she the one that was like, the fuck? And whatnot?
Yeah. She is so sassy.
I love her.
It's brilliant. I mean, a lot of people don't like her for different reasons, but I don't care at this point because she just comes on and she just will not take shit. Typical sort of like, black woman mama type person. They're just ain't taking no shit. I'm going to say it how it is, right on the line.
And she's educated, but she speaks like everyone else at the same time.
So smart.
Right, she's very relatable, right? Yeah,
well, that's the funny thing is she'll come at. I mean, I'm not going to keep on going about the whole black jive thing, but the way she comes in with a cutting remark, it's like a yo mama. It's like a yo mama remark,
Yeah, she's like Eddie Murphy's mother with a shoe, if you know the reference, right? She will fuck you up, man.
She's brilliant.
Yeah.
more of that, please.
Yeah,
More of that,
exactly.
please. I mean,
Yeah.
Bernie Sanders is doing his bit, but my God, he just tires me out just watching him. I just want to go to an old folks home.
Can you
But,
imagine? Can you imagine Kamala and Walls there? You know, Coach Walls getting together for a drink after all this has gone down, and they're like, "Seriously, all we had to do was fucking swear."
Who'd have thunk?
Yeah.
I've seen Tim Walls. He's out and about. He's doing stuff.
Yeah.
There's a great video of him, just very inspirational about how, you know, we just got to, forget about parties, forget about this. You know, if they're not having town halls, do them yourself. And we'll just and we'll talk to the people. We'll talk to anybody.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter what side of the political aisle you're on. We'll talk to them.
Yeah.
And we'll try to figure it out. That's inspirational. That's the kind of people we need to hear more of. Marching through the streets, shouting with fucking megaphones.
Yeah, we need a Paul Revere right now, but it's not the British are coming because, well, they're not. It's the oligarchs are coming.
We might.
Oh,
Right.
Jesus Christ. You can't even make cars anymore. Come on.
I didn't say we'll come in a car.
Yeah. We're all coming over in Morris Miners that have been converted into amphibious cars. We'll be there next year. You know. Hey, you can make the same thing for us. Oh yeah. We're coming across the border and we're gonna take you out in our Bricklands. And did Canada ever make another car?
Hey, I was thinking the other day. Well, I think there's a possibly a great source of weaponry for Ukraine. Is all those Tesla Cybertrucks that are just not being sold, going for bargain rates, and also it turns out the France has shown us that they burn really well. Now I'm going to take you back to the days of the Roman Empire. Now, what they used to do when they were facing off their enemy, they would send in pigs covered in oil and set them on fire. And so that's what we do. We get all these Teslas. They're all self-driving. We set them on fire and send them into the front line against the Russians.
It's a great idea.
Yeah,
it
right.
really is.
So I have a question now. Is your guys' egg prices, what are those looking like?
Well, I'm
delicious.
in Canada, so they're just eggs.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah.
It's only happening here?
Yeah. You guys have a bird flu issue. We don't.
Yeah, okay. I knew it was there. I just didn't know if it was like I guess epidemic.
Yeah, no. I think eggs have gone up maybe like 20 cents recently, but that's just because everybody's greedy. We're good. Yeah.
We can eggs for like £3 a dozen over here. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
In fact, we buy them and just go out of the shop and just smash them on the ground because we can.
Must be nice.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like mixing flakes of gold into your chocolate milk, except, but
you just got to learn to eat beaver eggs or something. Just got to move on.
Beaver eggs.
Yeah. Dog eggs.
Yeah, I know. We have families of deer that live in the neighborhood, so we always eat their eggs first, right?
Yeah, and then eat the deer.
Yeah. They don't scramble well, but they make great pancakes if you squish them. Right? Yes, people should egg the White House just to show that even the rich can protest.
Yeah, would egg the White House if we could have fucking afford it. Yeah, throw Teslas instead.
Yeah,
they're cheaper.
Lynette in the chat says $6 a dozen in Maryland. Well, I pay $6 a dozen, but that's for the more high-end brand name eggs. I get a dozen eggs for like $4 from the local farms and stuff. Where
he's on first name terms with the hens.
Yeah. But I mean,
Doris eggs.
$6 for a dozen eggs in Canada is the high-end brands. All that. Oh, Omega. Yeah, they're chickens. They.
Or are they?
Yeah. I mean, when you got a chicken that just lives in a box, it poops out eggs that have that yolk that's barely yellow. It's more white. But if you have actual chickens, you get nice yolks. And as far as I'm concerned, that's where the argument ends, right?
It might be transgenic chickens.
I don't know why, but the thought of eggs and them hatching them for some reason grosses me out. But I mean, I love to eat eggs for sure.
That grosses you out, not the fact that it's an unborn thing that's in the egg that you're eating.
I mean,
yeah. All right.
The whole thing about it grosses me out until I eat them.
They don't shit them out. You get that point, right?
Yeah, but you don't have to you don't have to watch them have sex to get the egg. It's not part of the process. Don't worry. You don't.
That rooster has a monster cock. Put it on the internet.
No, she's sucking him off. That won't produce eggs.
This isn't for your pleasure. Damn it! I need eggs.
Not at the bum. Not at the bum. Yeah. Why isn't animals aren't like perverted bastards like humans? Why do they do 69s and
Are you kidding?
Monkeys.
Dolphins,
Have you never watched a documentary on monkeys? They'll trade a back rub for sex. They'll trade.
Those are the most probably horny animals.
That's all they do is fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they haven't written the Kama Sutra, have they?
Well, they just didn't have enough monkeys in front of those typewriters because I'm sure it would have came out.
Oh dear, he's buggered awful.
The other day I was at the store, Dunk, and I saw a Yoda, and it reminded me of you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it happens a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched The Mandalorian and I saw you in that little baby carriage and I thought, what does that sick son of a bitch do with you at night?
Yeah, I lay great eggs though.
What do we got here? Oh, lots of time. Good. All right. I think it's a good night to explore the world. Oh, wait a minute. I need props. I need props for this.
Analies.
You'd think so, but that's not where I was actually going. So
missed it.
Yeah. Sometimes you take something like that.
Okay.
And you go, num, 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 num. Right?
Dear poop.
But tonight, I think we're going to go with more of a he-she sort of num, 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 num. Yeah.
It looked like a diagram of a black hole.
Was it in Mary Louise Parker's chest? Did you guys, does anybody here seen the movie Omni Loop?
No.
Never even heard of it.
I watched it last night. It's odd, but I do recommend it. It's really good, but it's kind of not, but it's watch it. It's good.
Yeah, they're going to put that on the poster.
Yeah, Simon, it totally is.
This is why you lost your job in marketing, isn't it?
No, this is why they wouldn't give me one. But yeah, it's a really good flick. Mostly.
What's it about? What's the premise?
90 minutes.
The premise is one of those things that's so ridiculously strange, it's not funny, but they treat it as such in the movie that makes it okay. So a woman finds out that she has a tiny black hole growing inside of her chest.
What the hell?
Yeah. So never mind the fact that it's going to kill her because it's just going to keep growing and kill everyone and devour Earth and blah, blah. Right. But it's focused on her events. And it's actually a movie that's got like some really cool sci-fi in it. And I have a history of being annoyed when the science is so stupid that it just bugs me. I'm pretty sure that happened during this movie, but because of the way they filmed it, framed it, and put it together, it never annoyed me, and I kept watching. The odd part that annoyed me was the odd moment where whoever was doing the music for the movie, LSD doesn't have to be taken daily. It can be taken monthly. But it was a good film. It was good. Yeah.
So didn't the mathematics of gravity come into the forefront in any way and annoy you? Just like even a tiny black hole, even just a tiny black hole is a massive, dense gravitational object.
I know. There was all of that. I mean, PJ in the chat says, "Well, Moonfall could have been a true story then, right?" So I get it, right? And the whole concept, like when I saw the little blurb in IMDb about what the movie's about, I was like, "Fuck, I can't watch that." But then I saw it had, I think her name is Mary Louise Parker, the broad that played the girlfriend to Bruce Willis in the Red movies.
Oh, I never even seen that.
They're awesome. They're awesome. So I was like, okay, you know what? I gotta give it a shot then, because I am a fan of her, and it was totally worth watching. Totally.
Yeah. Is it a newer movie or an older movie?
Really new. Rudy, it's
new. They haven't finished it yet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm waiting. Some of the scenes haven't been edited by Dunk yet, but they'll be finished soon. No, but it's in Plex if you want to check it out. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I definitely might have to just do that tonight.
If I've seen it, it's in Plex. That's kind of how it works, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And if he hasn't seen it, it's probably not in Plex.
Yeah, well, it could be, but
there's a lot of stuff in Plex you still haven't seen.
Well, that's true, right? And I'm not the only one that adds to our Plex library. I remember one time I went in and I saw the Equalizer movies. I was like, I didn't add that fucking shit. I'm not watching that, She was in Weeds. Really? I didn't know that. Wow. Mike71 says in the chat there. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I like her.
Don't know what that is either.
Really?
It sounds like a film about drugs, and I'm just not interested.
Says somebody who I'm sure watched Train Spotting.
No, I didn't actually.
Oh, okay. I don't believe you.
I did watch Easy Rider.
Well, that's about Harleys and drugs, so you get a free pass there, right?
I'm the type to watch a movie and watch it over and over and over and over and over again.
Well, like my son.
And I watch some weird, I don't know. I've been watching a pretty boring movie probably, but it's a World War II movie about escape from Sobibor, but I've probably seen it maybe 30 times in the past 2 weeks.
Oh, you go hard like my son, man. Wow.
I do. It's weird and it never gets old.
Well, it does, technically speaking.
Well, I guess it does, and it is an old movie, but something about it, man.
Well, yeah, but who's in it? How old is it? Go on, tell us a bit more about this film.
It is old. Well, I mean, it's about Sobibor, which was a concentration camp in Poland.
Oh, yeah.
And they break out and they killed like 16 of the SS Nazis.
Yeah.
And then so I mean it was a huge event, but it's crazy the way it all happened. So I don't know, it's just interesting to me.
Any big names in it that we might know?
Okay, have you guys seen the movie Tombstone?
Is that got the blonde chick?
With Val Kilmer?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's not got Val Kilmer in there.
It doesn't got Val Kilmer, but
doesn't it have the blonde chick that showed her pussy when she crossed her legs?
Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, which one? Wait.
Tombstone. Isn't that Tombstone? No.
No.
I thought you meant
Tombstone is about Doc Holliday in the Wild West and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Val Kilmer's girlfriend in the movie The Tombstone, She is in Escape from Sobibor,
Right.
and she's like super young, but she's beautiful. She's a beautiful actress. I can't think of her name, but
Does she play
she's
one of the
gorgeous.
SS guards in tight leather?
No.
Roseanne Barr.
Oh, so it's not that kind of movie then.
No. But it is good.
I will check it out.
Yeah, I highly recommend.
He'd probably believe you over me.
Watch out. It might get addicting. You might watch it 30 times too.
Yeah, 30 times. Yeah. I did that with SAS Rogue Heroes, or was it Rogue Warriors? I can't remember what it was called now. The SAS thing on the BBC. I just like watched that over and over and over and over and over again. Fell in love with that.
I haven't seen it. It's in Plex though.
Yeah.
I just don't have a huge thing for war movies. No.
What about what about historical war movies? I mean, like if you go back to, there's a great movie called Glory, but set during the American Civil War. I've always recommended that film because it's a great movie, not just because of the war
Glory.
stuff.
I think I've seen the
Matthew,
the cover to it.
Got Matthew Broderick and
Matthew Broderick in a war movie that isn't a comedy? Are you kidding?
Yeah, no, he plays the white officer in charge of the black regiment.
He plays the Sausage King of Chicago.
Not far off, to be honest with you. He's a posh kid who gets in command. I love the movie. It's great. More to do with the character studies of the people at the time. There's less more about the war. But but even so, that wasn't my question. You still can't do war historical.
Yeah, no. If it was like Egyptians versus the Hittites or something, I'd probably be into it, right? But as soon as it's modern warfare, I just it's on the news. It's been all my life. People killing. I'm just not into it. No.
I mean, you can watch the Holy Grail. So anything post medieval.
Yeah,
you're not really into.
Yeah. If they have gunpowder, but they don't use it in guns, that's okay. But as soon as we get to firearms, forget it. Right. That leaves me a little wiggle room for some Oriental historic movies, right? No.
I love how some of the historical movies, people die in these battles in the most easiest manner you can possibly imagine. I mean, most people died from a musket wound, from infection and separation and all the shit that happens to a musket wound. And in these films, you get shot by a musket 100 yards away and you're instantly dead. What?
Yeah.
or Zulu's a great example. You see men being tickled with a pointy stick.
And
they fall over.
Being tickled with
they haven't even had time to bite the blood capsule yet, and they're on the ground wreathing in pain, right?
I do find it's bad because some of these are classic war movies or whatever. But I do find myself giggling my little tits off sometimes. Just how terrible fake it is.
Or those scenes where one of the extras will cringe before the gun goes off or something, right?
I had to fix that in Band of Brothers, and one of the scenes where a German died before the gun went off.
Yeah. How American written was that?
Oh dear.
Yeah. But, I've said this a few times recently. I think I'm getting to the point where I'm just so jaded towards almost anything. I can barely sit down and watch anything that's enjoyable anymore. I find myself, I get on I'm like, okay, my son's not home tonight. You know, got a couple of beer in the fridge. I'm just going to kick back and watch something. I go on my downloading site. I can't find anything that even remotely interests me. I go on, these different services, nothing. And I end up watching some documentary about like black holes or dark matter and dark energy. And, it's just, I can't just sit and passively consume Marvel derivative garbage anymore. I need more and I'm not finding it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Like you watch some of these modern action movies, Transformers would be a good one. And you've got all these amazing action scenes.
Hang on. Modern Transformers is like 20 years old. Come on.
But even still, it hasn't changed since then. And we've got to this situation where action movies, they don't even try to push the story through the action. They're just too busy fighting. And then somebody comes in and goes, well, we learned blah, blah, and blah, blah. And we get 20 minutes of story in 2 minutes, and then it's all fighting. And you're looking at it and you're like, I don't think there's any humans on screen right now. This is just, this is just Blender and whatnot, and Unreal Engine delivering my content. And it's just not enough. It's the same with like,
as soon as things switch to like CG action, you just brain just switches off.
Yeah, and you start skipping forward, wait until somebody's mouth moves without it being and whatnot, right? Yeah, and it's the same with like YouTube right now. How many of you out there are fighting against these new AI channels where it's AI narrative, AI fucking pictures, AI videos and stuff? And literally somebody spends 15-20 minutes typing in prompts and boom, there's your content. Now, again, I have to say, we've got Carpasian, the AI alchemist, on the team these days. And that's where you're seeing some of those cool AI images that we use during our news coverage and stuff, right? But they aren't the content. They're just a gag while we deliver it. It's a completely different situation.
Yeah, that's way different. Yeah. No, I totally understand what you're saying for sure.
Yeah. And I encourage everybody listening to me and spread the word. As soon as you see one of those channels, just put them on do not recommend. Yeah. And then tell YouTube that you're not willing to put up with that shit. If you're going to watch,
ring them up, phone them.
Yeah. Phone your local, regional, and national representative, but if you're going to watch an AI derivative video bullshit that's on a topic that you're interested in, just search that topic again and go watch it from somebody who's really making the video.
Yeah, that is the astonishing thing about YouTube. Pick any subject whatsoever. There's like going to be like 1,000 videos on it, whatever it is.
Yeah, for sure.
And
there's a lot of those AI popping up though.
It's too much, dude, isn't it? And it drowns out the message. People like us get lost in the shuffle, but we are the you in YouTube, not that shit.
Yeah.
I promise you, I don't use any AI whatsoever.
But like in the live chat there, the Carpasian, the AI alchemist who does our shit for us, he says he agrees with me. Right there in the live chat, because the AI shouldn't be. Who the fuck wants to watch somebody sit down at a prompt, have their script written for them in 5 minutes of typing, 10 minutes? Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. And then they take that script and put it into another AI to generate the voiceover, to generate the images and the pictures and all that stuff. I want somebody who learned how to do a voiceover. I want somebody who grew as a creator and then bought better equipment and stuff. I want somebody who learned from experience and grew as a creative person. I don't want this crap.
Yeah. And you want someone with big tits.
Always. That's always a plus.
Yeah, that's why he has me on the show, because I'm his big tit.
The guy wears a really good looking bro.
My testicle bags.
We call them suspender Jim around here, you know.
Yeah, I call me nut hammocks.
Yeah. And it's bullshit. All this AI stuff is bullshit. I totally agree with using AI to enhance actual content. I have no problem with that at all. If you're going to do a new theme song for your channel, I suggest you contact a real musician and get a real song. But if you're just going to put a stinger, a 3-second piece of audio to like, well, here, let me give you an example. Use AI for that. That's fine, right?
Oh.
Ours isn't. It's a real musician, but you know, right? You know.
What's he doing?
That's not a prop. That's a real fridge. It sucks that it says Coca-Cola, but I didn't pay for it. I just had to fix it quick. The only I figured it's red, right? My whole thing seems to be red because of you know. So man, this conversation's out of control just because the world is and we're reacting to it, right? Hey, speaking of reacting, you should plug the channel here, Rudy.
Wait, the what?
Yeah, plug the Shills channel.
Yeah, Rudy's reaction, right?
Rudy's reaction, yeah. Rudy's reaction.
Yeah. So on YouTube at Rudy's reaction. There, Chris has got the link in. You see?
Yeah.
There you go.
That is it.
Yeah, get over and get some subs in.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, with fighting the AI thing, and YouTube seems to be pushing Ukraine down the important list a bit right now. I notice a lot of channels that aren't like the top 2% or whatever are struggling a little bit for exposure. So definitely worth it.
Yeah. Yep.
So during the Trump speech there.
Yeah.
Oh God.
The one thing I think some of the pro-Democrat YouTube channels have missed is a lot of them call out a lack of free speech. Trump claims that free speech has come back to the White House, right?
After kicking the
but hold on.
Green.
Right. But the thing with Al Green is free speech is free speech, but there is consequences to your actions. And you can't turn a State of the Union address into a shouting match and stuff. So I can understand. I can understand why Al Green got himself in a little bit of trouble there. I do get that.
That's reasonable. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but what I don't like is the smugness.
Exactly. The looks on especially Couch and Boffer and Speaker of the Mouse that were behind the orange shit gibbon there. They had that smug look, but Trump's was the biggest. It was just, look at me.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
King. I'm king.
Exactly. Yeah.
I swear JD Vance has a face you just want to jump kick.
Oh, have you been talking to JD Vance's face? Have you been enjoying the meme the JD Vance meme has become?
I definitely have seen a bunch of JD Vance memes recently, but I'm not sure about the specific one you're talking about.
Oh,
but
not sure that specific one, just the sheer number of JD Vance memes. One of the funniest things I heard was that internet archaeologists in the future will have no fucking clue what JD Vance looked like because there are so many memes of that fat, stupid face.
Yeah.
Right? God. He definitely has a face only a mother could love.
Not even. I'm sure she put him on the street for a bottle of gin,
Right?
That's how he was conceived.
Yeah.
Laid by a couch egg.
Right?
Fucking cunt. Oops, sorry.
Oops.
Oopsie. Hang on. See, I made up for it.
This is not a Scottish television show. So,
Hey, I got a thing for you.
oh no.
No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. No, because because I am what you might call an artist, and I don't just mean a piss artist. I'm extremely good at that. But after years and years and years and years and years and years, I actually dragged out the paints the other day, and I did a wee little portrait that we're going to be auctioning off. I'm actually going to switch my camera on. So,
I've already got it.
No, don't show that. Don't show that because it was a crap photo.
Okay.
I'll switch my camera on and show it. So you can see it's for real. And hang on. I'm gonna stick it in front of the camera first. Now it's in between me and the computer, and I can't see my bloody. I can't see my bloody buttons.
You thought this out really well, didn't you?
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Oh, where are we?
Shit! You did that?
Where are they?
That is damn, Starsky. That's a good ass.
Well, I bloody well hope so.
No, that's fudge.
Operator
But
Starsky.
No, I'm gonna remember. So this is going to be. I'm trying to get it in frame. I can't move it. Yeah, so this is going to be going up for auction very soon. I don't know how we do that, but we will be putting this up for auction.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that came out good.
it took me hours.
Yeah, it looks great, dude. Looks awesome.
Yeah, that looks great. That looks really good.
Cool.
So
How long did it take you?
we'll hold on here. I'll highlight him again. Oh, he's already okay. We'll be putting that up for auction soon. And how will we do it? We'll start the bid at I don't know, 20 grand. We'll go up by
$1 million.
So yeah, we that's coming up soon. So get ready for that.
Yeah.
What else is
just got to varnish it and stuff, and ready to go.
Yeah.
Let's get it out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do some more. I don't know.
You should do one of Enforcer Matt next, because everybody needs a picture of a foreskin that's been separated at birth hanging on their wall.
I've always wanted to know what that dude looks like.
Oh, I know what he looks like.
Was he?
And you don't want to see it.
No, him and whoever else he's on there with. I can't think of his name, but
Andrew.
they sound almost identical. I think
They are brothers.
You know what he looks like? If the bottom of your toilet was mirrored and you were using it.
Damn.
With that one eye open and ready to deliver.
I take that back. I'm not that curious now.
Yeah. You know, he's the kind of kid that ran away when he was 11 years old, showed up at the door 3 hours later, and his mother had a shotgun in her hand, you know?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. When he ran away, his mother called the police to make sure he wasn't allowed in the house again when he came back.
damn.
Thank you. I'm here all night. What else should we get into before we, kill it?
There was something I was going to bring up. Having a brain cramp right now.
Happens to me all the time when we're doing these hangout shows. You know, I come into Friday after show and Sunday pub chat with all these ideas from the week that I want to talk about, and then I go,
right? I know exactly what you mean.
yeah.
Yep.
It's like falling on your face as you're walking up the stairs. It's difficult, but it can be done. You know.
Yeah. Happens to me all the time.
Yeah, I did see something really interesting this week.
What's that?
Can you say it without using the C word, or is that just a given now?
I didn't know I had to explain it. I was just telling you I saw something really interesting. I mean, fucking hell. That's as far as the conversation goes. Can't remember what it was, but I tell you, it was really interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. I was pretty drunk at the time.
Yeah. I thought, oh, I must remember that.
Yeah.
So I remembered. So I did remember that I saw something interesting.
Yeah.
So that's the news.
Yeah.
That's the news from Dunk Desk.
That's why AP News wouldn't hire him. It was close, but it was close.
It's like yesterday. I walked past this thing. All right.
Yesterday, I walked past a brilliant thing. I don't remember what it was.
Hey, Dick, don't build it up. I didn't say it was a brilliant thing. It was just a thing. All right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Just don't. Make the story sound grander.
I don't know.
All right.
Don't make the story sound any grander than it actually is.
Lovely. What's her name? Rita Meter Maid. It's just.
Yeah, we got all the good stories on this show.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I once had a chat with what's her name, and he was telling me that the other fellow was being a prick, and I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" Well, couldn't believe it. You know what? Normally, I smoke these faster, but I put a little worm of hash in a bed of weed when I rolled it up, and yeah.
You're smoking worms now?
Yeah, it kicks like a donkey, man.
God, you must be poor. You're smoking worms.
See that big flame? That's from the little hashy worm in the middle.
Oh gosh, that sounds too hardcore.
Oh yeah. Well, I was born with a rolled joint in my mouth, and it's been 50 plus years. So,
Oh shit.
Having caffeinated coffee is pretty hardcore for me.
Says a guy who goes to bed with a wine bottle like it's a fucking soother.
Little teat on the end of it.
Yeah. He can go on a wine bottle so hard he can turn that shit inside out.
Yeah. Just makes me sound classy.
Well, anybody want to get off anything? The viewers too. Something pissing you off that you like to hear us rant about, uneducatedly, probably. We could do that. We are here for you.
Yeah. Yeah, we are like the Democratic Party. We're here for the people, and then we'll be off at the end of the day, and then we'll go to bed and forget about you. So don't worry about it.
Right? Yep.
Hey, you want to hear how bad I can rebel against the norm? My neighbor put their garbage out today and made a bit of a mess, and I held up a ping pong ball racket.
Oh shit.
Oh, you rebellious bastard!
Yeah, right.
That'll show them. That'll tell them.
Yeah. Fatty Pants was gonna spank me with it. I was like, "What the fuck?"
What was the thing about all the women wearing like pink in that?
I totally forgot what it was, but I did see it. I did see something, but I just can't think of it.
Yeah, they were wearing fuchsia.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Fuchsia.
I'm colorblind. I don't know what that is, but I know it's a word.
It's a posh word for pink. It puts an extra $100 on the price of the dress.
Yeah.
You
guys see it?
It's what
all the
Barbie
little
wears
signs
in
they
the
had?
expensive kits, right? Is that Go, Rudy?
Did you guys see the little signs all the Democrats had?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know what is up with them, but they need to get their shit together.
It looked like the Chinese military on off hours in the barracks, just waiting in line to play ping pong, right? I just
yeah, right.
I'm sure one of them just had up Uber. Your taxi's here.
You want to protest against this shit? Spray what's that vaginal candle bitch? Spray her perfumes around, right? That'll clear a fucking room, What is her name? Gwyneth Vaginal? What is her name?
Paltrow.
Yeah,
Paltrow.
that's it. I always get that wrong.
I'm surprised you forget the name of our lead sponsor.
we totally scripted up a commercial for a product called Vag-Away in case your significant other bought her candles one day on the show. That was just that whole thing with her just irks me. You know what's missing from my life? Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina. So I'm going to buy some candles. Nobody says that, What is wrong with that woman? It just creeps me out. Yeah, it's just, come on. That's wrong, man. It's
it'd be different if it was like Vag candles for Ukraine. would support that.
As long as they're not shipped to Ukraine, sell them in America, right?
Fire them off in rockets.
Don't sell them up here. We don't want them. We don't, we're happy with beer and maple syrup, man. I just, never mind.
Drop them behind enemy lines. There you go, Ruskies. Have a snip of this.
Yeah. Does your gas mask have a real seal? Test it for yourself with Gwyneth Paltrow gas containers. What are those little things they throw on the floor in spy movies and, the big smoke bomb comes out of it? Don't they have a specific name?
Smoke grenades.
Is that what it is? They still call them grenades, even though they don't go kablooey and send weird shit into your flak vest and stuff, little shrapnels, right?
Do you mean things like magicians use on stage where they just like throw it down and it just goes
rabbits?
Rabbit in Africa?
I think this is one of those nights where I drank a little too quickly and I'm not sure what to do next. All my ideas, the little guy on my shoulder that's dressed in white, not the guy in red, but the guy in white. Every time I come up with an idea, he says, I'm not sure about that.
I thought we got rid of him. He's not good for the show. Get him out of here. Bloody DEI hire.
Okay, so a Jew and a Palestinian walk into a bar. No, I'm just kidding.
What do you guys think about this whole Trump Gaza or whatever?
Can't wait for it.
Oh, did you hear though? Turkey and a few just got together with some Arab type folk, and they all got together and created a real peace plan that has nothing to do with turning the Gaza Strip into the Riviera.
I think it was in Cairo, or what you're talking about, in Egypt.
Yeah, Egypt. That's it. Yeah. The land of the Pharaoh.
Right.
Oh, he's not going to like that, is he?
Well, which one? I mean, they got a bunch of angry motherfuckers back then,
Yeah, well, I mean, Trump's not like someone else's idea or a plan.
Hey, Pharaoh Trump. Okay, I got a new one. All right, I'm glad you. Yeah. But yeah, and they came out and they said yada yada blah blah so on so on. Fuck the orange guy, right? You know.
Yeah, they were going to cut diplomatic ties with Israel if something about if they tried to remove all the Palestinians from Gaza, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the
Something
big parts of the announcement was our plan will raise the money, will rebuild, and has nothing to do with relocation.
Yeah. I mean,
I like Trump's other plan he had for the he sent off a little message on his Truth Social to Hamas. He's like, "Oh, give up your hostages, or we'll come and bomb the shit out of you."
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's that's Mr. Peace Plan. Yeah, great idea,
right?
Yeah.
He's just a huge contradiction. This guy's just so.
Yeah.
Well, especially
Zelensky doesn't want peace. Oh yeah, let's bomb the shit out of Palestine.
Yeah, right.
You know,
because that well, I think basically what he means by bombing Palestine, I think what he basically is talking about there is basically laying the groundwork for the foundations for his Riviera. He's just digging holes basically.
Yeah, but Trump has problems with reading, so I wouldn't be surprised if Palestine was actually Philadelphia and he just didn't get it correct. So
Trump is likely to bomb hummus.
Yeah. If you hear an angry Italian whistling behind you in line for a cheesesteak in Philadelphia in the next little while, it might not be an Italian. Look up, it could be a bomb. How many people did I piss off with that one?
It's all right. Nobody's watching the show anyway. You're all right. You're safe. This is our safe zone to talk.
Yeah. You know, speaking of which, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you know how he's from Philadelphia? Yeah. So who owned his mother? Well, it's modern American politics, right? You know, we don't have respect for anybody anymore. So there must have been ownership, right? You know.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's a line even I can't feel like crossing. I'm not.
Oh, shit.
You know me. I'm usually the first one in there. You know, I mean, like a blitzkrieg of panzer tanks of unethical and
Yeah, but you're always picking on Polacks, and I don't like that kind of thing, right? So I'm just kidding.
I don't pick on the Polish.
We had a guy when I worked at a car plant years ago in Southern Ontario. We had a Polish guy working there, and he was the nicest, friendliest dude ever. But then you get him to the bar afterwards and smoke a little bit of grass with him. And holy shit, was he awesome. He was the dirtiest son of a bitch. He was awesome.
Wait, who's this?
He was a Polish guy that I met years ago. He was like 60 years old or something that immigrated to Canada. I was like 18 years old. I had just got a job at the same factory, you know, and he tried to, you know, kind of calm me down and, you know, make me see a more worldly perspective. It didn't work, but I appreciate his efforts after, right? You know, I get it now, you know. He was a great dude, though. Yeah, he was really funny.
That's funny. That's awesome.
Yeah, he was a good dude. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Yeah, I was hoping one of you would say something because obviously I need a break.
No, you started an intro there. You're like, wow, oh yeah, okay, and cue somebody else. We didn't know that. That's not how it works in the industry.
Dunk,
you know that.
Bus. Dunk. Bus.
Thrown over. Ow, ow.
Yeah. Why does my forearm say Goodyear? What the hell?
Dear. All right. Well, what do you want me to talk about? You name something. I'll talk about it.
tell me 3 reasons why you love your wife.
Jesus. That was a hard push on the wedding day.
Well, why do you think I downloaded my vows from hellmark.com?
No, I love my wife for lots of reasons, but I'm not going to discuss that. That's bloody shame.
Yeah, of course not.
You
Of course not.
monster.
Yeah. That was a
Yeah.
totally unfair ploy. And
Yeah.
Kelly, I'm sorry because I'm a total asshole.
It's all right. She's not subbed. That's one of the reasons.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons I love her. Negated.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
not subbed to the channel.
Yeah. She heard me intro the show once and she was like, how do you hang out with that fucking loudmouth? You know? Oh, so he bought me a pencil. Yeah. Like,
No, she thinks you're great.
well, because I tell you off as much as she does. Fuck. You know,
Hey, guys.
to be honest, she sends me like half of these jokes in the background, right? You know,
Yeah. And your knitted underwear.
I hate to do this, but I gotta dip out.
all right. So
Yeah.
here, shill your channel out. Tell everybody to go sub. Tell everybody what you're up to. It's your moment. Take it.
Yeah, come on, Rudy. You can't tell us you got something better to do because we don't.
I kind of have to go pick up my niece, but yeah, no, check out Rudy's
Wow.
reaction. It's I make videos a couple of times a week, and yeah, that'd be great. So I mean, it's fun being on here tonight, guys. So
Cool.
yeah,
It's been
All
fun having you.
that was the best I got.
All right, buddy.
Now,
All right,
show us
guys.
the shows.
All right,
No,
all right, guys. You guys have a good one.
Take it easy.
All right, guys. Later.
bye.
So what he said there was, I don't know if you caught that because it was a little muddled, but he has to pick up his knees. He's been working in
Yeah.
Taiwan for a few weeks, and you know.
Yeah, that fundraising for Ukraine doesn't come easy. $10 a hit. God.
I just paid for my hotel room, and God, is my jaw sore.
Do you know how many times you have to do that to get buy a bloody car for Ukraine?
Oh, that's funny.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, I'm so full I can fill up the gas tank. Right, yeah. Well, so
I don't think tonight is a night that we should go long.
no,
Yeah, this is not the night of Arnold Palmer and his appendages.
this is a little Trump,
No.
Trump, a little mushroom stuffy.
So, I do think I could actually close with good consumer advice for once.
Good grief!
No, I'm not kidding. It's actually true. So, number one, again, no offense to my American friends and any American out there who is not in support of the Trump regime, right? The oligarchy. But for the rest of us all over the world, vote with your wallets. Don't buy American products right now. Let everybody in the in the sectors that they export products feel it. Now, I know that for some workers that could cause, maybe losing a shift, but you're going to lose it anyway with the tariffs. We're only trying to speed it up so that everybody stands up and bitches against hair orange man and lets him know that his policies, his direction is a nightmare for every regular citizen. Vote with your wallets.
Yeah, even the poor Americans can't, buy American products because at this moment on they can't afford anything.
Yeah, right?
Budget.
Yeah. I mean, the CEO of Ford was concerned that the average price of an F-150 could go up around $18,000 to $20,000.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, and those trucks are already $50,000 to $70,000 before you get to the good ones, man.
That's a lot of money.
Right?
Yeah, and there's a saying to people on Social Security: start saving, because when Doge gets in there, oh dear God, they're going to cause a lot of havoc.
Yeah. And if you're really concerned about this, just hike yourself up to Canada. Just come on up for a vacation and don't leave for a while. We're cool. We'll be fine.
Yeah. Bring fentanyl.
Yeah, exactly. We're a little bit low because we sent 47 pounds to your country and we don't have any more, right?
By the end of the next 2 years, fentanyl will probably be America's biggest export.
Well, that's the whole thing. The whole thing about fentanyl is now that the recipe's out, a lot of people make it and they make false fentanyl, the fake one. Now, fentanyl itself isn't actually dangerous because if you know it's fentanyl, you dose appropriately, accordingly, you'll probably be all right. I mean, you're an intravenous drug user. It's not like you're counting your lives in years anyway, right? But the problem with fentanyl is when it's used to buff up shitty dope. That's what really happens. And the people that are using fentanyl to buff crappy dope are usually the ones that are manufacturing it in their own area anyway. We bust fentanyl labs up here. America busts them. Mexico busts them. The whole 9 yards. Let's be honest. This is bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know much about it. But the funny thing is, Trump's been going on about, the border control and stop doing fentanyl and stop sending it through the border. Now, I've not seen him do anything to help the fentanyl, ghost towns, the zombie towns, where fentanyl is in, serious use. Yeah, he hasn't gone in to help them, has he?
No.
He doesn't give a shit about fentanyl coming in and out.
He would rather all those drug addicts die. And the thing is he doesn't care about drug addicts. He doesn't care about anybody whose life isn't perfect and rich. What he cares about is fentanyl, and border crossings is a legal bullshit excuse to extend financial tariffs to use as financial pressure for his own means and gain. They are illegal in the eyes of Congress and the entire structure of America. That's the real fact.
Yeah. It's just bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah. So make yourselves heard, America. You don't have to go all January 6th. We can do this properly, right?
You could a little bit.
Yeah,
I did see some people was like on a Tesla showroom, and the people inside the showroom were just like trying to keep people out. They were like holding the doors back. Yeah, and these were like peaceful protesters. It was like a January 6th thing, but without guns and violence.
Exactly.
But they were still terrified.
Oh yeah. And if you happen to live in a Republican red state and your representative has canceled town halls, have them on the damn steps of your state legislature or wherever the appropriate place is. Don't let them shut you up.
Oh, you just look for your Republican representative in that area, and they will put it on for you.
Yeah,
they've said Republicans, Democrats. The Democrats have said, if you want a town hall, we'll hold it for you. Just let us know.
That's right. So do it. Make your voice heard. Make it seen. It's all on social media these days. Be a part of the system. Be a part of the solution. Be a part of the effort.
And make a lot of noise.
Oh, yeah. Just like we do.
Yeah. Like fighting in the wind, we are.
Yeah. Like some flatulence in the wind.
Well, until next time, you buggers, don't forget tomorrow is the Ukraine update show.
We've got a good Well, we've got a good set of guests coming on as well. It's not just going to be about the week's events and how it pertains to Ukraine and all the ins and outs, but we've also got a cool set of guests that are running supplies up to the front line as it pertains to medical help and soldier care and whatnot. You're going to meet some cool people. Join us.
Yeah. We'll have to get Rick Ukrainian on to tell us how to auction off this fucking picture.
Yeah, he could tell us, but he'll demand 3 more to be auctioned. So get painting.
Get painting.
Good night, everybody. See you soon. Take it easy out there. And remember, Trump's a fucking liar.
Yeah, and keep your dick in a place. Oh, okay. No shit. Stay silly.
Oh, keep your stick on the ice.
Keep your dick in a place.